Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna be talking about I'm gonna talk about Tumblr. Nobody uses Tumblr anymore. And it's pretty much Tumblr's fault as to why nobody uses Tumblr anymore. Kind of like how people nobody uses MySpace anymore. And when I say nobody uses Tumblr anymore, it's for a similar reason. It's for a similar reason. A similar reason why nobody uses MySpace anymore. MySpace is pretty much dead. Maybe if MySpace hadn't done dumbass crap, pull the biggest Ponzi scheme in social media history, like promoting top 8s. But when the first top 8 was released and was a big fucking deal on on MySpace at the time. MySpace was pseudo 90s type of social media platform. And with MySpace hadn't been relevant in years. People y'all want to know why MySpace isn't being talked about anymore? Simple. Facebook took over.
It's not safe making deliveries around here anymore. The 580s, sure. They know how it works. Leave them be, and they'll leave you be.
MySpace used to be a big, massive platform. It used to be a big, massive platform back in the day. You had one Hollywood superstar who got insanely famous. I'm talking super influencer famous. And that person happens to be
Well, they're saying it never reached their account. Tengo los recibos. El de la transferencia de que llegó al destinatario. No pueden hacerle esto. They can and they are. Any inquiry is going to take months. Where's your abuela gonna live while you're going through all that, huh? Mira conmigo, no hay duda.
Like a lot of people knows how Dane Cook got famous. Long before all influencers got a shit ton of fame. MySpace is where it was like the central influencer hub. Then Facebook immediately, shortly after, came out of the woodworks, sort of extremely close to around the same time that MySpace came out, and the internet was a battleground between the platforms. But we all know during that time, Tumblr came out around that time, and it was the internet was a vicious battleground amongst the platforms, taking shots at each other. But we all know that when MySpace was an ongoing, like, on an ongoing losing battle. Like we all know that with constant, like, user base hemorrhaging, MySpace had hemorrhaged so many users and fell, while Tumblr and Facebook was stealing, like, aggressively stealing, like, users from MySpace. We all know MySpace had been put in the ground. When MySpace was put in the ground, it became one-on-one between Tumblr and Facebook. And we all know that with MySpace dead, we all know Tumblr wasn't going to be able to beat Facebook. We all know Tumblr tried to recruit and make a subsidiary, which was 4chan, and 4chan quickly died, going toe-to-toe with Instagram, and lost. Then a new coming platform known as we all know how when a lot of people went from Tumblr to like let's say this platform known as Reddit. You see, Reddit and Dig were taking shots at each other. They're taking shots at each other like crazy. And then Dig died. Reddit became its own powerful entity in its own right. And we all know that we all know that Facebook was going to war with Reddit, and Reddit put like we all know, like, Reddit wound up becoming too powerful. So many communities on Reddit that are extremely powerful. So we all know that when Threads, which was a subsidiary of a subsidiary of Facebook, which was a third generation Facebook owned social media platform that came out of nowhere. And Tumblr was struggling to keep up. And we all know that those chat rooms were long gone. The chat rooms of the 80s and the 90s on the internet, long gone, dead. And we all know 98 Degrees was long gone by the time those platforms showed up. And YouTube showed up in the mid-2000s, quickly selling its stocks and mergers with Google. And we all know that when YouTube first came out, it was the wild fucking wild west of social media platforms. And when those social media platforms started going and waging a gang war against each other, trying to take over each other's territories, we all know YouTube remained strong. But we all know that 4chan is dead, 98 Degrees is dead, MySpace is dead, but we all know that this is the truth. And how is it the truth? That you know, when one day you wake up and you realize some platforms are 1 foot in the grave. Like, we all know that when the platforms all end up in the fucking ground. Tumblr is 1 foot in the ground already. And we all know it was because of the toxicity. The toxicity of said, you know, like, we all know how bad it was.
Yeah, so that Renaissance Plaza is nice, but it only got, what, 1/10 of it that regular people can afford? The rest is rich people.
Like, we all know that Tumblr's not going to be around forever. And when Tumblr is finally dead, as in dead, I don't want to hear anyone say that I was wrong. That I didn't know what I was talking about. one day, Tumbler is going to be a digital brick, a useless digital brick, stacked on top of other useless digital bricks that lay in the digital cemetery. We all know that one day those digital bricks will be revitalized and merged together to come back with a vengeance, but under new management, and those platforms being assimilated into one super platform. And it would take a lot of mergers and it would have to be based alone, like on, you know, the ground basis of why, like, a lot of people, like, going from like running around, like placating all the nonsensical, like formatical problems and the logistic nightmares that comes with like examining and trying to re-examine the way that people go about running around and using the combined platforms into one super platform, and to re-examine the previous, like, community guidelines and community standards and terms of services and policies that were enacted previously that end up, like, being re-examined, carefully re-examining the logistical nightmare of keeping said things around. Like we all know about how when people go about having like we all know that when everybody goes about, like, placating the whole, like, we all know about how when people go about like running around, ending up like We all know Tumblr isn't exactly known for respecting content posting choices. Like if you want to post mature content, like we all know how bad it is. Like it's hard to discern what people find, like people find like certain things about, like how when people take a look about how Tumblr mistreated their user base, the user base was being disrespected. Mad disrespected. And when Tumblr wound up having like this knee-jerk reaction to being like called out, we all know
Looks like suspect is gone. We lost him. Drop your weapon. Get on the ground. Yeah, squad, stand by. We're swinging back around. There has to be somewhere around here.
Yeah, like with everything that has been going on with like Tumblr, it's hard for Tumblr to compete with YouTube. YouTube is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's still a dependable, like,
That's a good dog. Hey there, little girl.
Oh man, I want one.
What do you think about the current state of affairs?
like Tumblr is on its way out. With the way the state of like social media affairs is concerned, we all know that Facebook isn't going to be around for very much longer anyways. And I do believe it's kind of stupid in a creepy way that the only creepy people think that Facebook is going to be around forever. Trust me. It is not going to be around forever. Like, we all know how bad Mark Zuckerberg is handling things. He's under a lot of heat, a lot of heated backlash.
I'm not weird, right?
Like, like, how are you gonna go and just say, oh, well, Facebook is where it's at? Like, no! Facebook hadn't been relevant since the day it came out. And it used to be college kids using Facebook. But ever since old people and families got a hold of it, it's like the retirement home, like it used, like, how do I say this? Facebook used to be popular amongst college-age children. It used to be popular amongst college-age children. And it was only college kids using Facebook at the time for collaborative projects and shit like that. And it was made up by college kids for college kids, but parents got on Facebook. Then it became a family-friendly, like, digital like semi pseudo retirement home for old people, parents. Like in this day and age, social media can't be too picky. There's been plenty of people who knew that Facebook wasn't going to be strictly just for college kids' schoolwork anytime soon. And it used to be for college kids only. But when Facebook became a viral sensation back when it came out, Mommy and Daddy, Grandma and Grandpa decided to see what was all the hullabaloo that all the kids were into. Then when Facebook stopped being all for the youth and started allowing any old motherfucker on the platform. At this day and age, we all know social media platforms are going to be homeless. And we all know that one day there will be some bigger, better social media platforms. People can't afford, people seriously can't afford to sink money into dying platforms anymore. You'd be either 1 million to 2 billion to 5 trillion in the hole. People would be $5 trillion in the hole trying to change some shit that was set in stone from the previous owners of the particular platform. If you were not Elon Musk or Donald motherfucking Trump, you weren't going to get anywhere. like
Sicarios coming. Una levantones, cabrón.
yeah, we all know that with the way things are, we could sure as in shit count on the fact that when it's all said and done, we all know with the way things have been and the way things are yet to come, that with the way that when like every single platform that is existing becomes nothing but a memory. And there may be someday the very final platform. And I'm just saying, a very final one. The last and very final ever platform gonna come.